welcome to the AthosCraft News here at our temporary studio at the futuristic district. In today's special, we have coverage of the Mero campaign. We have Biggles and Tony running from there, and we're going to click straight off with an interview with Biggles. And welcome to Mr. Biggles, who is hopefully going to be mayor as well if he wins. Hello to you, Mr. Biggles, and how are you today?
Hello, yes, I'm doing great. Great to be here today.
Thank you. So what's made you run for the mayor of the Athos shopping district?
Well, the main point is probably the changes that I want to bring in. Basically to improve the general law and order on the realm, starting with the shopping district. But I'd love to have a courthouse and a police station, maybe even a sheriff, and just help restore the balance, as it were.
So some of the big questions involved at the moment. The big one is the situation regarding mycelium and grass. Where's your stance on this?
Okay, so at the start, a while ago, I was all for 100% grass. Since then, my stance has changed somewhat, and I'm more sitting 50-50 balance, right in the middle. How that 50-50 would be in the shopping district, it remains to be agreed, really. Some have said that they prefer half and half. Some have said different layers here and there. But it's something that will probably thoroughly be reviewed when it comes to any planning if I become the mayor.
All right, fantastic. On to planning then. Do you planning on bringing some sort of regulations involved?
There will have to be some building regulations to an extent. It wouldn't be nothing too drastic, probably some sort of build limit, a sort of minimum distance between each build to ensure that everyone has proper access to pathways and whatnot.
Or is this to do with the situation in terms of a certain build we can't mention on this channel? Just people saying it was a bit too close to certain areas?
Partly, yeah, partly. There are some other shops that are also in a bit of an awkward position. Just with something as simple as having 5 wide paths around the outside of the town hall. It would be difficult with some of the shops the way they're currently positioned.
And how do you plan on dealing with any conflicts with any of the members of those shops if you ask them to move?
As politely as possible, of course. I suppose at first we'd just reach out and explain to them why any issues have arisen and give them proper justification as to why whatever it is needs to change to make things better for everyone else.
Just one last question then for you, Mr. Biggles. What would you like to say to the people, and why should they vote for you?
So, if you're looking for a way for everything to be better for everyone, especially in the shopping district, as that's where I'll be, then I thoroughly urge you to vote Biggles for mayor. Working together for a better Athos, as I say.
Okay, thank you very much, and that wraps our interview.
Lovely, thank you.
And a thank you there to Mr. Biggles. As one of 3 candidates running for mayor, although some questions still need to be asked. Will he compensate those he asked to move? Will he change his mind again on mycelium and grass? We'll find out from their camp some point during this Mero campaign. Now, against Biggles, another big campaigner at the moment is Tony Thunder, who is currently being campaigned by his manager with RCRC. Must also mention that Biggles does have a campaign manager as well, Velasquez. And there has been rigorous fighting between the two on their campaign strategy. However, we got the chance to interview Tony today, so we'll go over to that report right now. And we're here today with possible mayor, Tony Thunder. Hello, and how are you?
Hello, I'm good, thank you.
So the big question on everyone's mind is why are you running for mayor?
So there are many things in the shopping district that need to be resolved, and I feel that as mayor, I could really make a good change to the shopping district and bring about a change that people would greatly appreciate.
Okay, so we know one of the big issues people have had is over the mycelium and grass. And what's your verdict?
Very, very good question indeed. I personally feel that whether people go grass or mycelium, I think it's perfectly fine. I feel that the situation at hand needs to be that people's shops are plotted out and that they can decide how they want to have their own land in the shopping district to look like. But outside of the plots, then that's where we will have, in theory, possibly a vote in how things will go.
Oh, fantastic! It's interesting you bring up the where they build. A lot of people have called for probably more regulations involved in the building of shops. And what's your matter in that take?
Well, in terms of style and such, I think that's perfectly fine. I think everyone is welcome to build how they like, how they want it, etc. In terms of placement, I suppose, in the shopping district, I feel there is a little bit of a limit, I'd say, in how things could really be displayed in the shopping district. Like we need to worry about personal space, let's say, and yeah.
Yeah, I take it you're referring to a specific shop, which we can't name because obviously we can't say brands, but there was a certain store that probably went up. It caused some controversy, did it not?
Indeed, yes. For the sake of your show here, I won't mention names also, but yes, there has been one, possibly others, of stores that have been mentioned that could do with relocating potentially.
Fantastic. And just pretty much one last thing. It looks like the campaign is full swing, but I have to be honest, as people come around, your campaign manager seems to be on the ball with this campaigning. Do you not think that maybe that he just needs to lay back a bit on the posters?
No, I think personally, the posters are there to provide a message for the people, and it's to show that I'm here for them, and that I want to do what is right, that everyone can be happy with and can enjoy. And by having these posters around, it helps to remind people that, yes, this person I wish to vote for.
Fair enough. Would you like to have one more say on to the people out there on why they should be voting for you?
So to those watching, thanks for the fish.
No problem. Thank you very much, Tony. And we'll keep a good eye on your debate for the time to come. Thank you very much for the interview today.
Thank you.
And thank you to Tony. So that's the two from our mayoral campaigns. Obviously, we're bringing the exclusive for Solar as soon as we're able to do so. That should wrap up today's show. Oh, I'm being told to stop. Okay, we've just been emailed some clip. We'll play that right now for you. Yes, we'll play it right now. We're being told that was our mayoral candidate, Tony. There's no verification of that. Can we roll the video back a little bit slower? Any chance? So we can see someone far and narrow. We don't know who's filmed this. It seems to be the person themselves that has filmed this. We don't know how the footage is coming to our hands. Some poor soul that is just burnt to death. We do understand, and reports are this is possibly Tony Thunder. We can't verify that. Unfortunately, the video does not show us. We'll talk to the campaign camps as we go along. I'm sure there'll be some investigation. We'll report that to you as soon as we possibly can. But this is a breaking news story, and you've seen it here first on Athos News. We'll get back to you as soon as we're able to do so. Thank you very much for watching today. That's today's program, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can give you more information. Goodbye.